Hey guys, first regards in here, I'll be talking about a max melee build for the Vanguard class in Space Marine 2 patch 13. Now, the main idea behind this build is stacking every single melee perk like Melee Mastery, Retribution, Melee Champion, and also extra stuff here like Grim Determination on top of Motivated Melee on our Inferno Pistol for an extra 20%. Now, is this the most diabolical melee setup for this class? I mean, in terms of like bonuses, technically, but the weapon we're using here today is the White Scar's Chainsword, because the White Scar's Chainsword actually has a pretty easy time responding to enemies off of its block charges, because the big issue here is if you take the perk Melee Mastery and not Upper Hand for no knockback, you do run the risk of getting stun locked, and the damage buff here isn't like super substantial, but the White Scar's Chainsword, because of that 8 speed, it does have a pretty easy time on responding to enemies and not getting like stun locked by their attacks before you get your damage off. So pretty good option for this build. And also the heroic perk effect down here, Fury of Chigoris. Adrenaline Surge stacks are increased to 3. The third stack is a higher damage bonus, but the bonus for the second stack is reduced. This is a very strong heroic perk effect, and the damage on this weapon is exceptionally high, and also its utility is also very strong. Next weapon perk here is Perpetual Strength. Moving here to the perk Swift Recovery for double CHP recovery on our heavy attacks. And then I pick up the perk Perpetual Strength and Perpetual Strength again, moving here to the perk Reverberating Impact for a stop AoE radius increase of 50%. And then we go to Combine Onslaught for 10% more damage on our light combos, into Heavy Onslaught for 15% more damage on our heavy attack combos. And then we take the Full Throttle perk for the combo skip, going up here into the perk Hard Target, and the final perk is Majora's Slayer for 10% buff against Majora's enemies, and that's pretty much all there is for the main weapon here, though I will say, if you want to skip over these top two perks for like Extremis Slayer down here instead, you can definitely do that, but you are still capable of one comboing Extremis with just this perk, so a really strong option for us. Now, for the secondary here, this is the Rate of Fire Inferno Pistol with the perk tree setup with Divine Might first, moving here to the perk Motivated Melee. Melee damage increases by 20% if this weapon has no ammo in its magazine. Now, this will trigger with the perk effect over here, Retribution, simultaneously for a 50% melee damage buff. Now, the actual damage calculation does come out to be a bit less than that, so just keep in mind it's not as substantial as it might sound initially. That being said, some damage is better than no damage, so still worth picking up in my opinion for this build. Now, the next perk effect here is Great Might, down here to the perk Perpetual Range, and then I pick up the perk Increased Capacity, Adamant Restoration, Extra Shot, and Trick Shot, because Armor Restoration built into your secondary weapon is super potent in this game. This is also one of the best perks for like things like the Melter Rifle as well, so really nice to have on your secondary, and the Inferno Pistol is a very easy time pulling this off. And that's pretty much all there is for the Inferno Pistol. Now, for our main primary range weapon here, I do take the Automatic Bolt Carbine, just because this weapon is super strong at close range. The CHP recovery is very high, the damage is great, the ammo economy is amazing. This is one of the best weapons on the Vanguard in general, so for that reason we do pick it up today. And for the perk tree here, I do start off with the perk Headhunter first, moving here to the perk Rapid Health, into the perk Home Precision. Equipped weapons maximum spread decreases by 50% when firing without aiming. Now, this turns your hip fire into a far more accurate option than your actual ADS, so a really strong option for this weapon, which like kind of circumvents the whole 2 accuracy on the ammo version, lets you have that fat magazine capacity and ammo reserve option without sacrificing anything pretty much. Now, I will say, while you have a Gunstrike active, hip firing will automatically trigger that no matter what, so be careful with that, but definitely a top tier perk for this weapon. Next perk here is Divine Might for a 10% damage buff, and then I pick up the perk here Headhunter and Headhunter again for a 20% headshot damage buff, down here to the perk Extended Magazine, Divine Might, Increased Capacity, and of course a Magazine Restoration for some ammo economy problems, and the final perk here is Adamantine Grip and Divine Might again, and that's pretty much all there is for the Bolt Carbine. Now, for our main perk tree, this is where we go for full melee damage. We start off with the perk here Melee Mastery first. Melee damage increases by 10% against Majora's level and higher enemies. Moving here to the perk Conviction, when your armor is fully depleted, you will take 25% less health damage for 10 seconds. This perk makes you way tankier. I pretty much always pick this up on a Vanguard because you're actually pretty squishy without like this perk or the perk over here through all the fights, so definitely grab one. Next perk here is Retribution. When your ranged weapons magazine is empty, melee damage increases by 30%. Moving here to the team perk Melee Champion. All team members deal 15% more melee damage. Now, Elephant in the room. This is the worst team perk technically. If you want to take like Unmatched Zeal or Inner Fire, you can definitely do that. These are definitely better perk effects, but we're going for full melee today, so we're picking this one up. Next perk here is Collateral Damage. A Diving Kick deals 50% more damage and additionally damages enemies on the way to the grapple launcher's target. Moving here to the perk Tenacity for a 130% damage increase to our Diving Kick after a range kill of Majora's level or higher enemy with a cooldown of 15 seconds. So a really strong perk effect to one-shot Majora's on your Diving Kick. And next perk here is Grim Determination. When the grapple launcher is in cooldown, weapon damage increases by 15%. Now, this perk will not trigger on like one grapple charge being left. You have to have the entirety of your grapple launcher emptied, so just keep that in mind. But like with that, you will have the 15% buff here. The final perk here is Adrenaline Rush. Melee kills of Majora's or higher enemies restore health by 5% because some healing makes the Vanguard just go way more smoothly. And I know most players like this perk anyway, so definitely pick this up. And for the prestige perk options, I just take Battlefield Awareness first. If a target is within 8 meters, you'll deal 10% more range damage. Moving here into the perk Fortitude for health increase of 15%, into Launch Restoration and Restoration because more armor is very potent on the Vanguard class. Armor in general is a very powerful effect, but having double armor regen built into your prestige perk tree, that is a pretty top tier option. Though I will say, if you want to skip over one of these for Indomitable Spear for some no knockback on your gun strikes, you can definitely do that. I'll probably do that in my game, but that is up to you. And that is pretty much all there is for this build, guys. I mean, max melee Vanguard is pretty fun with the White Scars Chainsword, and hopefully this build guide helped you. And if you like content like this, subscribe for more. And if you want to be live to ask me questions about the game or just come hang out, you find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description. I'll also have a link to my community Discord. I also want to say a special thank you to my channel members. Your support has been super helpful, and I really do appreciate you guys. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye.
Reloading. Activated.
Okay, perfect. What's up, Kenneth?
I think the Xenos hunger for astropaths. Poor bastards.
Oh. Well, that's an awkward sec on that. Oh, extra melee damage. Whoa, guys. We're really melee maxing this time. That's the only downside here. No upper hand means you can't get stun locked out of a lot of shit in this game. Kinda sucks, but what are you gonna do?
That's it, Timmy. Closing the gap. Changing magazine. Another small fireball eliminated.
Best class for beginners? Definitely the Vanguard.
Made our primer proud.
Definitely Vanguard.
Rearming.
Let's watch this. Oh my god. effect's lovely.
Take it down. No tyrannid will ever stand against us. Changing magazine. Tether unbound.
This is where the bulk carbine's good, because any other gun would already be out of ammo. Straight up. Be no way.
Fresh magazine in. Into the fray. Exterminate. Moving into range. Fresh magazine in.
Okay.
Reloading. Grabbing up. Watch the ground. War gear engaged.
Ow. This is the only shitty part, so you have no ammo in this portion of the mission. It's like one of the only ammo red sections in this map. Very fun stuff.
Swapping magazine.
Okay.
So and throw. Beware its minefield. Overwhelming force engaged. Grabbing it down. Changing magazine. Closing the gap. The stench is sick, but the beast is dead. Rearming. Escalating conflict. Disgusting tyrannid scum. Fresh munitions.
Oh, finally, ammo. Beautiful.
Reloading. Overwhelming force engaged. Area cleansed of the foul zeal. Pathetic tyrannid abomination.
Alright, we get out of here.
Magazine in.
That was a little obnoxious, but that's like the most annoying part of that whole mission, so... 'Cause, like, as long as you have no ammo in this portion, it's just kind of obnoxious. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Vanguard seems extremist as walking health packs. We're not using that perk today, so... Not this time.
Surprises await. Taking weapons schematics. Swapping magazine. Exterminate.
At the hideout, searching for ordnance. The Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. Locate enough to demolish the bridge.
What helmet is that? This is a new head taker helmet in the Heroic store. It surely be fine here. This shouldn't take too long to fix up, I think.
Find and waiting.
Changing magazine. Another Xenos bioform eliminated. Rearming. Into the front.
Let us use more bombs, just to be safe.
That shit's gonna do this stupid shit. I just feel the major horde out there, some dude here. Bro, people have been trolling me. There's no way someone can't read the ADS and hit the Bio Titan. I mean, there are also a lot of new players in this game a lot, so... I would not say so.
Magazine in. You are fertilizer now, Xenos. War gear engaged. Tether unbound. Changing magazine.
Bomb is live. Bridge is good to blow. The Hive Tyrant will reach your position shortly. Join the Imperial Guard defenses up on the bridge and lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
I've seen so many Space Wolves lately because they got the best helmet. That's why. They got the better helmet this time around. That was always fucking annoying in this game.
Swapping magazine. Picking up extra rounds.
I say the enrage mechanic is so shit in Space Marine 2. Genuinely. Alright, let's go here. It's time, boys. For the bridge section.
The hive mind loathes our victory. Be ready.
My favorite parts of some Majoras become tankier than others. I mean, that's just because of their jump back dodge. Like when Majoras dodge in this game, like Extremis dodge, they'll get a damage reduction, which is pretty damn annoying, but that's how it goes. Cape looks awesome, man. I'm really jealous. Yeah, these capes do look pretty good, I have to say. Some of them look better than others.
It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
Not anymore. The Hive Tyrant is heading this way. That's
News. Without armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
way ahead of you.
Is this a withdrawal order?
Negative. The objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this position until the Tyranid command unit is executed.
Understood, my lord.
After you drop it low for the Emperor, yeah, probably. Sniper or Vanguard? I'm just a newbie. I just played 1 week. Vanguard would be easier for you as a new player, but Sniper is also very easy to play with Purification. They're pretty early on perk.
Xenos, coming down the bridge.
Fresh magazine in.
Got a pile up below. Don't let them fly.
The Hive Tyrant is on its way, but there is a horde of Xenos between you and it. Stay off here. You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
Over the wall.
Time to gut this little crook.
Disgusting tyrannid scum.
Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos need a beast or be in visual range shortly.
Reloading. Ammunition cache here.
Alright, I guess we're taking forever here. Cool.
Exterminate.
Let us kill the ugly bastard. I've never seen such an atrocity.
What do you think would be added to improve the Vanguard class? Make his melee perks have a better damage calculation than they do right now. Also,
Detonate the charges
make it
now.
so his grapple targeting isn't shit. That's huge.
Bayonets. They're on us.
Those will both do a ton for him, I think.
I count that amongst my confirmed kills.
Talassa here. We got the Hive Tyrant.
It is not dead. But we blew it up.
What's the strongest melee class in the game right now? It's Bulwark.
Would go feral without their connection to the
Has been
Hive
for a
Mind,
while.
But their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Message received. Kill the bastard more. Stubborn bastard really is still kicking.
Was a mod that makes the grapnel like PvP. I think the bigger issue with the grapnel is just that it has terrible priority and also has a very obnoxious close range requirement, or like a range requirement of 10 meters where you can't be closer than 10 meters to the enemy. It will not work. See, that's why upper hand is good. because it prevents unlocks like that from happening.
Stay dead, fresh magazine in. Disgusting. Activated. Grab your locks. Swapping magazine.
Rocking a 3 and 10's Rift, no way, we're Vanguard right now, so kind of attached to this class. HG, I have a challenge for you. It's to make a Captain Akron build now that we have Caves, Oculus Carbine, Bolt Pistol, Power Knife, right shoulder must have a yellow stripe. Maybe I'll do it sometime.
Off it goes.
Maybe I'll do that someday.
Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
I still have to play Vanguard. Lol, I don't know what it is about this class. It's just kind of a boring class at the moment. Not a whole lot going on with it. It also has pretty pathetic damage. Not help. There's a huge perk investment here to achieve what other classes have in base pretty much.
Target seeks to mobilize reinforcements. Eliminate. We will slay it and its allies. Overwhelming force engaged. Moving into range. Changing magazine. Reloading.
Alright, should be smooth sailing from here to the Hive Tyrant. We hope. What's the best sniper build at the moment? Probably Heroic Bolt Sniper or Bolt Carbine. Anything with Purification really is going to make your life pretty... Anything with Purification, consecutive execution is going to be very easy in the game. Very, very easy.
Giving chase to this damn thing. Talassa, you cut out. Lieutenant. Lord. Our Fox link is out. We must be nearing the relay. The lieutenant will just have to listen for our howls on victory.
You are fertilizer now, Seagulls. Employing advanced tactics.
Have you seen the Skotari Penance cosmetics yet, FGG? I have not. I've not seen those. a lot of guys. You know, we'll get all 3 charges up, and then we'll do this. Unfortunate. Give me the triple sack. Well, we'll stomp them out, literally. I guess we could just cut through them, huh? I guess we don't have to stack up for the blocks all the time, but where's the fun in that?
Disgusting Tyranid scum.
500 Tyranid warriors, pretty much. There were a lot of warriors. There's a lot of warriors fam these days. I know the director got buffed up a little bit, which is nice because it was pretty shit for a while. How could you still perfect block? Because perfect block's not too hard in this game, especially against Tyranids. I can send them in the Discord. I mean, I'll be playing Skatari when that comes out. There'll also be drops for Skatari, so you can get those from me or Mr. E when that's out.
No telling what surprises await.
Now, they're not doing early access for everybody on the Skatari this time. Because they hate us, guys.
Here we come, spiky bastard.
No, they don't hate us.
Fresh magazine in.
You know, we actually have some melee damage from once against this boss. Not the worst.
Rearming.
How many hours do you have in this game? Like 5,000. This doesn't take 5,000 hours to block pretty easily in this game. The official Darktide Discord is hilariously toxic. They despise Mystery. Of course they despise Mystery, dude. They despise anybody who makes content in these games half the time. They hate me in the official Discord for Space Marine 2 as well. That's how it goes. There are usually corporate echo chambers in there.
Swapping magazine.
Still got some fight in you. Good. Feels like those Earth folks were much worse.
HP. It's actually not too bad against the Hive Tyrant, I gotta say, because usually fighting this boss is like death by 1,000 cuts. But on this build, actually quite a bit of extra melee damage. Nothing noticeable. I mean, I guess it's death by 1,000 cuts over White Scarf Chainsword, but it's like death by, instead of death by 2,000 cuts, really. There we go. That's the maximum melee Vanguard. We love that. We love it, chat. Like, if they ever fix that up, it could be very strong. Guys, heroic power axe or pro Chainsword? Which one? There we go.